Hi there, welcome to Economic Observations. My name is Chris. Today is Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. And thanks again for being here. This video is brought to you by the Tanzania School Foundation. There are links in the description below if you would like to support this channel and make a donation to the Tanzania School Foundation. All funds received in the next couple of weeks will go towards the increasing price of feeding the students at Father Christmas Academy. The price of food has truly skyrocketed in Tanzania, and it costs so much more now to feed our student population. I would appreciate it. It supports this content indirectly, but that is my wish. I don't need you to give me the money. I would like you to donate it. It's all tax deductible. Anyway, speaking of that, Indonesia has banned the export of refined and crude palm oil, which is going to have ripple effects throughout the whole world. The price of edible oil has become so expensive. Sunflower oils, due to the Ukraine war and Russia, they're not exporting. In South Africa, they had severe droughts, which hurt the soybean production. Oil from soy coming out. Soy oil and canola oil have been adversely affected in Argentina and Canada due to adverse weather conditions as well. And now you add the palm oil export ban from the #1 exporter in the world. Well, that is going to have problems, and it is already surfacing as problems in places like India and in the continent of Africa. The price of oil has already skyrocketed, and it will only get more expensive if you can find it. That's right, there might be a shortage of oil, and there might even be shortages of soaps and shampoos, ice cream, frozen pizza dough, biscuits, and so much more that this palm oil is used for. Cosmetics, lipstick, it all uses palm oil, and there can be huge problems with obtaining any kind of edible oil in the near future. So if you have the means to run to the supermarket and pick up a gallon or a couple of quart-sized containers and just put them in the back of your cabinet, it might benefit you, because we don't know how long this shortage is going to last. My friends in Tanzania told me in January they bought a 3-liter jug. It was 35,000 shillings. Today it's 75,000 shillings, and in a few months it might be over 100,000 shillings, which is $50 if they can even find it. And just think, how is it going to affect developing countries? Because they fry a lot of their food. They make chapati breads and mandazis, and they don't have ovens. So any kind of biscuit or fresh little donut or breads, they fry them. They fry a lot of things. So anyway, hold on tight. That is something to look out for. Russia cuts off gas to Poland and Bulgaria today. There is big potential ramifications of this. Poland and Bulgaria say they have enough in reserves right now. They are going into summer, and there is not as much natural gas used as in the winter time. But what happens when it is not turned on, and who and where can the next supplier of natural gas come from? Well, Europe is looking at Africa. Nigeria is like the #8 producer in natural gas, and you have Angola, Mozambique, which is a little further south, and some other countries which are kind of working with Europe now. Europe members have approached them, and they are looking for alternative means. It's not going to happen overnight. There is some infrastructure already built in. Spain gets natural gas from Algeria through a pipeline that goes under the sea. Pipeline that goes from Algeria to Italy, Libya to Sicily. So there are some, but it's not nearly enough to supply all of Europe. But Africa is a willing participant in this, and they are waiting for investors and people to work with to help them build their infrastructure and to build capacity. But they are kind of waving their hands and saying, yes, we can help. There is another pipeline that is being built in 2027. It's the Nigel pipeline, and it's gonna supply natural gas from Nigeria. We have that, but what's going to happen before Africa can get up and running? It's going to take a decade at least for this to come to light. A lot of things going on, and we don't know how long this thing is going to go on for. The next thing is real estate costs. Now, real estate costs have gone up, but it's not only the price of the house. When the price of the houses go up in value like they have, like what, 30% on average across the country, well, municipalities all across the country are eager to reassess that house and put a higher valuation on it so they can charge you higher taxes. So everyone says, oh, well, you're enjoying the equity in your home because it's worth so much more. Well, everyone needs a place to live. And the equity in your home, if you're not selling it, it doesn't matter. It's useless. All it is an additional burden, especially to people who are retired or on a fixed income. So now your house that was worth $400,000 is now worth $500,000. So your little tax assessor comes by and says, okay, well, we're going to raise the assessed value on that by 20%. And then they raise your mill rate. In Massachusetts, they can't raise it more than 2.5%. Well, unless there's an override, which many towns do, so they can build schools and fire stations and police stations. But anyway, that's beside the point. But still, they raise your rate 2.5%, your mill rate, and you pay it per $1,000 of its worth. But now, not only is it up 2.5%, but now it's up 20% because the value is so much higher. And so you're not gaining that equity. It's costing you more money. So the whole thing is just, I don't know how people are going to survive. And now if you're buying a house for the first time, you have to pay closing costs. It usually is like the underwriting fee and the mortgage paperwork and your insurance and some taxes. And that has gone up an additional 11%. So just when you thought you were getting a great deal by paying $50,000 over the asking price, and now you're paying, you're paying higher interest rates, or, oh, if you're lucky, you're going to go for an adjustable rate, right? That ARM is coming back. Oh, I haven't seen an ARM mortgage in a long time, but I hear that coming back because now you can pay at a lower rate, but knowing that when it's time to renew in a year, it can be 2 or 3 points higher, and that is a big risk, and I wouldn't do that. But now your closing costs are that much more too. There's a lot of stuff that's costing more. I went to the restaurant depot the other day to buy a 10-pound bag of chicken. Now historically I've been buying them once a month, twice a month, and I've been paying $19.99 for this 10-pound bag of frozen chicken breast. And they're nice because they're already pre-cut, and you just defrost as many as you need, and it's just easier than cut and slicing and repackaging a big loaf. Anyway, I went to the restaurant depot. Haven't been able to find this 10-pound bag in a long time, but I was there earlier this week, and that $19.99 bag is now $36.54. $36.54. Well, needless to say, I didn't buy it, and I guess I won't be eating chicken for a while. I guess I'm going to be eating rice and beans. But that's just me, because my real estate taxes have gone up, and my revenue or my income hasn't. And my 401k is down 8.5%. So there you go. I'm in great shape right now. And, well, this YouTube channel, it pays me about $40 a month. So anyway, that's my story. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. As always, call someone, tell them you love them. Be kind. And thanks for watching. We'll talk again real soon.